Muka Saram means it is the Saram. This is the crux of Muka Panchashati. Muka Panchashati, it is 500 shlokas. Pancha means 5, Shati means 100. So 500 Panchashati, 500 shlokas. Acharyal Mahaperiyava and Devathirkural says, Muttana மூன்று ஸ்லோகங்கள் for Ambal. For Ambal, there are 3 shlokas which are so great and to be chanted every day. What are those 3 shlokas? The first one is Arya Dvishati. Those are 200 shlokas written by Durvasa Maharshi. It is basically the description of Sri Chakra. Ambal is present in Chintamani Griham, and who are the Avarana Devatas. So beautifully it explains the Sri Chakram, Ambal's Avarana Devata, Chintamani Griham, etc., etc., etc. The second text is Saundarya Lahari. This is written by Adi Shankaracharya. The third is Muka Panchashati, written by Muka Shankarendra Saraswati. Mahaperiyava says, for Ambal, these 3 shlokas are very, very important and to be chanted by everybody. Of those, Muka Panchashati is very big because Arya Dvishati is only 200 shlokas. Saundarya Lahari, 100 shlokas. But Muka Panchashati is 500 shlokas. So it would be very difficult for, everybody, for common man like us to chant, all 500 shlokas in a day. So Mahaperiyava, very true to his shloka, Apara Karuna Sindhum, because of his Karuna, has selected, few shlokas, 30, 32 shlokas from Muka Panchashati. And he has said that this is the Saram of Muka Panchashati. That is why the text is called as Muka Saram. And here, you can see the shlokas from various shatakams. Each chapter is called as shatakam in Muka Panchashati. It consists of 100 shlokas. The first shatakam is Arya Shatakam, we have seen. The second shatakam is Kataksha Shatakam. The Kataksha Shatakam describes Ambal's eyes. Just for Ambal's eyes, Acharya has written 100 shlokas, and that is called as Kataksha Shatakam. The next Shatakam, the third one, is called as Mandasmita Shatakam. Mandasmita is Ambal's smile. It is not laugh, but it is smile. Mandasmita Mukambojam, we say, right? So the third Shataka is Mandasmita Shataka, where Acharya beautifully describes Ambal's smile in 100 shlokas. The next Shataka is called as Padara Vinda Shataka. Ambal's legs are described in 100 shlokas. And Acharya says, why these 3 parts? Why not hand? Why not head? Why not, some other part of Ambal? Mahaperiyava says in Devathirkural, in some other place, there are 3 Dikshas, very, very important. What is Diksha? Diksha is teaching by a Guru. When Guru teaches something to a Sishya, that is called as Diksha. And there are many types of Diksha, are there? Sparsha Diksha, Nayana Diksha, etc. Of those, the Kataksha, Ambal, is the Nayana Diksha. Ambal's eyes, when they see the Sishya, then and there itself, the Sishya will get purified. Then and there itself, the Sishya will get Jnanam. That is called as Nayana Diksha. That is why in Madurai, Meenakshi Ambal is called as Meenakshi, because she gives Nayana Diksha to everybody. And second important Diksha is Vak Diksha. Ambal will literally, Gurumurte Tvam Namami Kamakshi, says Arya Shatakam, right? Ambal will appear as one's own Guru. That is why in Lalita Sahasranamam, Ambal is called as Guru Mandala Rupini, Shivajnana Pradayini. We have seen how Guru and Ambal are same. So Guru, how does Guru teach? Guru doesn't have to see. Guru will communicate through words, right? Like Mahaperiyava has communicated with us through his words. Devathirkural, we say. So the second Diksha is Vak Diksha, and that is present in Ambal's mind. So that is why Kataksha Shatakam, that is the Diksha through her eyes. The second Diksha is Vak Diksha, Diksha through her words coming out of her mouth. And the third and the most important Diksha is Pada Diksha. Ambal will give her legs, will give her padam to us. And in Kanchipuram, Kamakshi is very, very famous for giving pada diksha, says Acharya. Why? Because Ambal, if we see, Ambal does not have any Abhaya Mudra or Varada Mudra. Tudanyaf Panibhyam Abhaya Varado Daivataganaha Twameka Naivasi Prakatita Vara Bhitya Vinaya Bhayatratum datum phalamapi cha vancha samadikam sharanye lokanam tavahi charanau eva nipunau. Ambal does not show any abhaya or varada. Everything from Kamakshi happens through her holy feet. Charanau, charanau. So Padara Vindam is Ambal's lotus feet. That is why these three avayavams of Ambal are taken as, representative of Ambal's whole Diksha. So Nayana Diksha, Vak Diksha, Pada Diksha. That is why the three Shatakams are Nayana, Kataksha Shatakam, Vak, Mandasmita Shatakam, and Pada, Padara Vinda Shatakam. And the final Shatakam. So we have seen four now. Arya Shatakam, Kataksha Shatakam, Mandasmita Shatakam, Padaravinda Shatakam. And the final Shatakam, the fifth Shatakam, is called as Stuti Shatakam. So the first and the last, the Arya Shatakam and the Stuti Shatakam are, explaining Ambal in general. So we have seen Arya Shatakam where Ambal, it is not like Saundara Lahari or something. It does take each avayavam of Ambal. It generally explain what is Ambal, who is Kamakshi, how did she come to Kanchipuram, and what are some tantric upasana prayoga of Kamakshi, etc. So that is Arya Shatakam. And final Stuti Shatakam, it is basically a Stuti on Ambal. It basically praises Ambal. It showers Ambal with praises. That is called as Stuti Shatakam. So all these 5 Shatakams are there in Mukha Panchashati, and Acharya has hand-picked important shlokas. All the 500 shlokas are important, but if we don't have time, then we can chant this Mukha Saram. Saram, the essence of Mukha Panchashati. That is why this Mukha Saram came into picture. And let us see the meaning of the first shloka very, very briefly, because we have already passed the time. Raka Chandra Samana Kanti Vadana Nakadhirajastuta Mukanamapi Kurvati Suradhuni Nikashavagbhavam Shri Kanchi Nagari Vihara Rasika Shokapaham Trisata Eka Punya Parampara Pashupatehe Akarini Jayate. Ambal gives Vak Vilasam. Ambal gives eloquence in speech, says Mukha Shankaracharya, because that is what Ambal did for him. Mukha Shankaracharya was a Mukha. He was a deaf and dumb, and because of Ambal's Karuna, he started, an outpour of Ambal's praise in the form of Mukha Panchashati. And that is not just babbling, that is not just cacophony, but every shloka has got very, very deep meaning. Normally, speech and intellectually speaking. Speaking is different from intellectually speaking. And with Ambal's grace, you not only get flowery speech, but you also get an intellectual speech. That's what the shloka says. Raka Chandra Samana Kanti Vadana Nakadhirajastuta. Raka Chandra Samana. Ambal's face is like Raka Chandra. We say Raka Chandra Mukhi Patte irukku. Raka Chandra is full moon. full moon. You know, in Paurnami, it is the Chandra is called as Raka Chandra. That is why in Lalita Sahasranamam we have a name, Pratipanmukhya Rakanta Tithi Mandala Pujita. Raka means Paurnami. So Ambal's face is as lustrous, as beautiful, and as mesmerizing as Chandra, the Paurnami Chandra, Vadana, Raka Chandra Samana Kamti Vadana, and who are pricing Ambal. Nakadhirajastuta. Naka means Swargaloka. Nakadhiraja is Indra. So Swargaloka's Indra, even Indra is praising Ambal. And that Ambal, what does she do? Mukanamapi kurvati suradhuni nikasha vakvaibhavam. So please do not think only Indra can, sing Ambal's praises. If Ambal's sankalpam is there, even a mukanam api, even a deaf and dumb person can suradhuni nikasha vakvaibhavam. Ambal will give an eloquence of speech. Suradhuni Nikasha, that is as flowing as Ganga, just like Ganga is flowing, right? Nobody can stop Ganga. In the same way, the speech of that person who has got Ambal's Apara Karuna will be as flowing, as beautiful, and as majestic as the river Ganga itself. Shrikanchi Nagari Vihara Rasika Shokapahantri Satam Eka Punya Parampara Pashupatehe Akarani Rajate. Ambal. That Ambal is what? Shrikanchi Nagari Vihara Rasika. Ambal is enjoying the beauty of Kanchipuram. Kanchipuram is one of the Saptamokshapuri. Kanchipuram still is the seat of education in ancient India, and Ambal is enjoying that education, enjoying that knowledge, and Shokapahantri Satam all the time, and for all the Sat people, for all the good people, Ambal Shokapahantri. Ambal removes all her shoka, and Eka Punya Parampara Pashupatehe Akarini Rajate. And that Ambal is also Pashupatehe Akarini. She is the Pashupatehe Akarini. Akarini means she is the form of Pashupati. Parameshwara is like the Atman, and Ambal is like the body of Parameshwara. Here Acharya says. So that Ambal, who has got as beautiful face as like Raka Chandra, who is even praised by the Swarga Deva, who is even praised by the Indra, and that Ambal is sitting in Kanchipuram, enjoying Kanchipuram, removing the dukkham, removing all the inauspiciousness from her devotees. And that Ambal, she is also the Pashupatehe Akarini. And that Ambal is the Murti of Parameshwara. That Ambal is, I worship that Ambal, says Acharya in this shloka. And this shloka, what is the real phalam here? Mukanamapi kurvati. Even a muka, even a deaf and dumb person can be made to speak with Ambal's karuna, we say, right? And what is today? Today is one of the days of Navaratri. There are 4 Navaratris in a year. Normally, we celebrate Sharada Navaratri, but this Navaratri is called as Matangi Navaratri. And this Navaratri, in this Navaratri, Ambal as Saraswati, Ambal as Mantrini, Ambal as Matangi is worshipped. Normally, we say Saraswati as the, the goddess of education, goddess of knowledge, goddess of eloquent speech, etc., etc., right? The tantric form of Saraswati is called as Mantrini or Matangi. In Madurai, Meenakshi is a form of Matangi. And that is why people who are into arts, etc., They go, they worship Ambal very specially, and Ambal will bless all her devotees with Vak Vaibhavam. Ambal will bless all her devotees with eloquence of speech, with great knowledge. It is our fortune that we so happen to, we didn't plan, but we so happen to, enjoy this shloka today. So with this, I will finish today's class. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.